All right, and we're back with some guy and John at the Imperial.
And this is Adam playing the role of John.
Okay.
No, it's just Adam. I will not be pretending to be John this evening.
And last night we watched Fate of the Furious.
The 8th Fast and Furious movie.
Yes, or F8 for you lazy people.
Get it? F, N, and 8, so it says Fate. That's why it's called Fate of the Furious, because it's the 8th movie. Fate, F8. Everybody get it? Okay, good.
And for those of you in the audience, apparently the movie is expected to break opening weekend records. And apparently come in at $350 million, which I'm too lazy to look up myself. But given the fact that in our small town, it's on 2 theaters,
perform going every hour each.
Every hour.
Yeah.
So 11, 12, all day long, 2 theaters.
That's a lot.
Fucking nuts. Yeah. You want to do the plot synopsis?
Plot synopsis. Basically, we start off. Michelle Rodriguez and Xander Cage are out on their honeymoon. They're in beautiful Cuba, and they clearly got this idea as soon. And I'm guessing as soon as Obama went to Cuba and opened up there, they must have decided to just shoot there because they shot this fucking thing in Cuba.
Yeah.
The opening in Cuba, which you usually obviously can't do. Usually fake it in like Puerto Rico or something. But yeah, it's all shot in Cuba. They have a nice little honeymoon adventure together. There's a
it actually starts with a car race.
Oh, it starts with an actual car race. In this series that used to be about car races a long time ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, it starts with the car race, and it is fucking awesome.
And like
car falls apart.
And following suit from all the other movies, this movie doesn't give a fuck.
No, it gives no fucks at all. It just starts out with just a montage of asses. No reason at all. Just a big old montage of asses. Mm-hmm. Like every single one of the. They actually kind of got him out of the way. We won't get into spoilers. Just keep the plot loose. Plot loose. Okay. Basically, but Xander Cage is blackmailed by Charlize Theron.
That's a spoiler.
That's not a spoiler.
It is.
That's a plot point.
Spoilers. It's a plot point, but it's not from the advertising.
He goes rogue. Yeah, Xander Cage goes rogue.
Yeah, but you don't know why in the spoilers. So
okay, my mistake. Okay, we don't know why he goes rogue, but he goes rogue, and he betrays the other.
He betrays his family.
His family, yes. It's all about family, you guys. It is all about family. And Michelle Rodriguez asks him, "Are you going to turn your back on family?" And guess what he does?
Yes.
He turns his back on her.
Yes.
And from there, it's just a lot of explosions and car chases,
gallivanting all over the world.
And Jason Statham and the fucking Rock, and The Rock, he is so awesome in this. Him and Jason Statham just having the time of their lives.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're just having so much damn fun. And yeah, a lot of awesome action sequences and car chases and shit blowing up.
And the usual Fast and Furious style at character development.
Yeah. As in none.
Yeah, it was just...
As in, it literally goes from, I want to kill you, then we make a quick joke to each other, and suddenly we're best friends.
In another life, yeah.
In another life, walk. In another life.
Yeah, overall impressions...
That's my Statham.
The Fast and Furious is Universal's cash cow right now. So they're going to keep making these forever. And
16 years now.
And there's also, non-spoilers, since we're keeping it light, there's also a tie-in to keep it going for a long, long time at the end of this movie and in this movie. Especially with the title, Fate of the Furious. What's going to happen to all these people we've cared about for so long over the years, making these movies with the hottest cars on the market around, and yeah. And we get, 2, 3 new characters?
Yeah, we got Charlize Theron.
Added to the family.
Added to the family.
To add to the family.
We get to the family. And Jason Statham's added to the family.
Yeah.
And there's... I don't get into spoilers yet. So.
Yeah, it's hard to talk about the movie without spoilers because it's a Fast and the Furious movie. cars and gallivanting around the world with asses and all kinds of shit, and they're basically done. They're superheroes.
They're superheroes.
They're superheroes.
Especially The Rock. He does things that are not.
And Vin Diesel too.
And Vin Diesel too.
I think we should skip up the spoilers.
Let's get to the spoilers because The Rock, he has superhuman strength.
Yeah, and Vin
he
Diesel,
is breaking chains.
Yeah.
He is like just throwing people against the wall, sideways against the wall. A guy pisses off The Rock. He makes a comment about his daughter. Big mistake. So he snaps his handcuffs, picks the guy up, and slams him again sideways against the wall. Sideways. Off like 6 feet off the ground. He has this motherfucker up sideways on his wall with his throat sideways around his neck.
This movie could have a lot of moments. If you didn't know nothing was ever going to happen to the main characters. But since you know nothing's ever going to happen, they're just kind of like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
You're going over the top. He throws 3 guards through a door.
Yeah, this is an entire movie of jumping the shark moments. Mm-hmm. They already jumped the shark many, many movies ago, so at this point...
Like Vin Diesel's in a car that's on fire. Mm-hmm. So hot that it's cracking the windshield, and he just jumps out.
He jumps out. At first he drives backwards.
Oh yeah, backwards.
That does it because that way
won't get him.
The way the fire won't get him if he's driving backwards. Mm-hmm. So he rinses the waist that way, and then he just jumps. But he's about to crash into everybody. So what does he do? He saves everybody by driving the car off of a cliff and then just jumping out.
Jumps out, and his white clothes aren't even dirty.
No, not at all. They're sparkling
clean.
Yeah. No, not at all. And if he had any hair, I'm sure it would not be mussed up at all.
Yeah, so basically he gets blackmailed by... And they actually tied the movies together with the last one?
Did they? I can't...
This is
the thing about these movies. I've seen almost all of them. I still can't remember fucking any of them.
Yeah, because they all have the same shit. But in this one, Cypher had corrupted Jason Statham's younger brother and was creating that team to steal stuff all over the world, and Vin Diesel came and screwed it up, so she came after him.
Yes, that's right.
We're in spoilers. He had a child with the girl he got together with after Michelle Rodriguez that he didn't know about, and she kidnaps them to make him work for them. So you understand right away why he's doing all that.
Yeah.
In my rewrite, that's going to be gone. But yeah. Basically, starts out with a race to save his cousin's car. Lots of big dick man up moments, and he doesn't take the guy's car. He says, "Keep your car now. I have your respect," which comes into play later.
Yeah.
Then he gets blackmailed by Charlize Theron to steal an EMP device. No, to steal an EMP device for her.
First, an EMP device.
She contacts him before he goes on another mission to get the whole crew back together with The Rock and everything. He betrays The Rock. You've seen that in the trailer. Mm-hmm. That's to steal an EMP device. Then they do something that was actually pretty cool, where they took control of cars in New York.
Yes.
To steal the nuclear Russian launch codes.
That was really cool. Yeah, they just took control of all these the self-driving cars they have now. They just hacked all of them.
Yeah, and I'm watching them and I'm like,
I don't think
cars don't work that way.
No, not at all. And there are not that many self-driving cars around.
There aren't any self-driving cars on the market.
No, they're like a few. I mean, people do have them. They make YouTube videos. We know they exist.
Yeah, you can start them, but not drive them.
Okay.
As far as I know, because there aren't any cars in the market that you can...
This movie isn't exactly scientifically accurate.
Yeah, I know, but it was a really cool concept the way she was doing it. And those scenes were pretty cool.
Yeah, use the EMP device to activate every single car to all just fucking attack the Furious Gang. Mm-hmm. Or they're not called the Furious Gang. What are they called? I think they're named after his character, right? They're the Toretto Gang.
Yeah, they're Toretto Gang, and it's almost kind of like the A-Team.
Yeah,
but they're not criminals because they're financially set from all the other movies and the heists.
Well, they started out as criminals, and then they ended up becoming good guys.
Yeah, because it used to be about street racing.
Yeah,
and stealing shit. But yeah, the movie just doesn't give a fuck in the most fun way possible.
No, it does not give a fuck at all.
If you're looking for physics or reality or actual tension and drama, you're just...
Or plot.
There's a loose plot.
Loose.
But there's a point in the movie where they explain everything, to you as if you hadn't been watching this movie.
Yeah.
As if you were a fucking
They
idiot.
did it a couple times.
Yeah.
After there's another reveal where it turns out that Jason Statham, that's basically he got Helen Mirren to work with him. There's a big reveal where it turns out that Jason Statham is actually Helen Mirren's son.
Yeah.
And the only two British people who have the exact same accents.
Yeah.
And Helen Mirren is basically doing an impression of Jason Statham in this movie. The second she comes on stage, it's like, okay, she's his mother. She's obviously his mother. She's talking exactly like him. She's not talking like Helen Mirren talks at all.
I'm not going to say it's for dumb people. The reason they do that, it's because they're underestimating their audience. Because it was just so... It was like... There was literally, for a movie that should have been mysterious, there was literally no fucking mystery.
Oh, there was none at all.
None at all.
No.
Even when they did the flashback and explained everything, you're like, yeah, we fucking knew that. Move on.
Yeah, it's like...
Keep going.
Something happened...
Jason Statham already explained what happened.
It's not a mystery. What it is that something happened, you know why, and they tell you why.
And that would have
he betrayed them. Why did he betray them? Oh, this is why he betrayed them. Oh, okay.
This is exactly
that's
why.
Yeah, that's not what a mystery is, people.
Yeah,
that is not what a mystery is.
Oh, the writing was bad. The lines were. That's why if they kept it a mystery, the lines would have made it more fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you like a Cherry Creek drum. That's the only one that's one of the few I can remember. Kiss my baby. He's the only person. He's the only thing keeping everybody on this plane alive. That was actually a good one too.
Yeah.
But because everything's like laid out, and then it stops and goes, oh, hey, in case you didn't notice, this is it all over again.
Yeah, this is the reason why this all happened.
Yeah.
In case you didn't catch it, even though you obviously did, this is why.
Yeah, it was. There's not much to say because there's not much to the movie except kind of cool cars. None that I really liked, except the tank was cool.
The tank was really cool.
The introduction of the Mr. Nobody's protege, that was kind of cool because Kurt Russell fucking called that. Yeah.
One big problem I had with this, throughout the entire movie, there's this big step going that Jason Statham and The Rock are going to fight.
Oh, yeah. Then it never
starts.
They never do. Yeah.
It starts with them meeting up in jail. Mm-hmm. They call each other out because they know each other from the previous movie where Jason Statham...
They're talking shit back and forth.
They're talking shit back and forth.
Through their jail cells.
Which happen
to be right across from each other.
Right across from the way. Then guess what? Out of nowhere, suddenly, there's a jailbreak.
Yeah,
the doors just
Jason
magically
escapes. Because and the prison even says, like, the name of the prison is Maximum Security Prison. That's the name of it. That's what it says, like, right on the front, like a 5-year-old thought of the name for the prison.
The second Jason Statham escapes, he does this little trick where, because he takes the electric stun gun and stuns like the door, every other door opens.
In a maximum security prison, all the doors are tied together, and if you short out one, it shorts out all of them.
Yeah, if you use electric stun gun, which all the guards have, you can just open up every single door. So every single door is opened up. There's a big old chase in between Statham and The Rock. They're all fighting all the guards.
And it's got your James Wan where if somebody gets strong armed or flipped or something, the camera rolls and flips with them too. But it doesn't. I would have liked, because of the power of modern editing, to make it one continuous shot for that whole prison escape. That would have been
a lot cooler.
That would have been sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a lot of like the Jason Bourne choppy editing. It was like most of it, like you could see the action pretty well, so that was cool. But yeah, because this is the whole thing.
He had a chance to do something artistic.
He had a chance to do something artistic, but he didn't. Yeah. But this is the thing. There's this whole big setup between the Rock and Statham. They're all chasing each other. So they're chasing. Just as they catch each other, just as they start fighting, then boom, Kurt Russell comes and breaks it up. And throughout the rest of the movie, there's this whole big tension. With the Rock is there. As soon as this is over, I'm gonna kick your ass. And Jason Statham, it's like, right, as soon as we're done, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you.
I'm here for me and my brother. I'm here to take revenge because she fucked over my brother, and he's been this and that. And of course he's
who's Beast, by the way, in case you want to know his brother is. It's the new Beast.
No, it's not.
No, it's new Gaston. It is. It's
New
Gaston.
Gaston.
Yes, new Gaston.
Yeah.
No, new Beast
it was Universal. He's the Dracula Untold.
Yes, also Dracula Untold.
We don't do actors' names unless somebody actually
Lee
knows
Pace. No, that's not it. Lee Pace is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is, but yeah, he's
I think it's Luke something, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Luke Evans. That's it.
There we go. Luke Evans, yeah. He's Jason Statham's brother, as you remember from the first one.
But yeah, there's no fucking fight through this entire thing. That pissed me off so much. Yeah. How they could forget this huge...
Well, no, because they got to a point where they looked up each other's backgrounds and they agreed they could, in another life, if all that previous animosity from the first movie wasn't around, they could actually be friends. So they made up, so now Jason Statham's part of this franchise, which I don't have a problem with that, because for me, he's always...
still be friends and kick each other's asses.
Yeah.
Like, you don't set all that up for so long,
yeah, but
only to have the payoff be, nah, I guess we're buddies now.
But that's kind of what the franchise does. The franchise does.
Well,
the franchise kind of
sucks.
does all. The franchise does kind of say
that's stupid.
The franchise is kind of, the good thing about it is kind of a fuck you to white privilege, white supremacy. The white guy's always going to be the best guy. All that, it's all fuck all that, because it's the most like racially and culturally diverse franchise.
Yeah, so why can't we see a British guy and a Samoan kick each other's asses?
Next movie.
They better. Because, I mean, Jason Statham versus The Rock, like...
There's really no reason
The
for
Rock
them
has, what, 50 pounds on Jason Statham? A good, like, 4 inches height-wise? So you can put him another, like, 2-3 inches reach-wise?
I'm taking a big step here, but so who could kick Bruce Lee's ass? You think The Rock could kick Bruce Lee's ass?
Bruce Lee's another animal altogether.
I'm taking a step up, but size doesn't matter when you're fighting.
The Rock could kick Bruce Lee's ass.
Yeah,
if The Rock had the training
I'm
that
elevating
Bruce
Jason
Lee
Statham to Bruce Lee's ass, but in movie things, no, they would fight to a draw.
Yes,
it would actually be like the Hulk versus Thor. They'd fight to a draw, and because they're friends, they'd just stop fighting.
Then just give
and
us
one
that
would
scene.
always claim, they both always claim they won.
Yeah, in the Avengers, they had that the tease of the animosity between the characters, and then guess what? The characters actually fought a little, and that was part of developing the characters.
Well, they didn't have time to fight because it would have ruined the mission.
Why are you defending this? You didn't even like this movie.
I didn't like the movie, but I understand inside of the... Dude, Fast and Furious is its own universe. They're up to 8 movies now. The movies, for the last, I'm going to say 4, have done whatever the fuck they wanted. So they're literally their own universe. So they make up their rules as they go along, and those lines about, we have a lot in common. Like even like Statham says it. Like, in another life, you and I could have done a lot of damage. The only animosity they have between each other is because oddly enough, it's a little deeper now that I'm thinking about it than what we actually saw. Jason Statham was only after that Toretto in the last movie to save his brother, to get to his brother, to save his brother from Cypher. They've backwards tied. They've like retconned Cypher into being the big bad guy, and they let her get away in this, which was actually kind of cool. You know what I wanted? I wanted the baby to go out when they had that scene when Cypher got away. I said, I'm the only one wearing a parachute, and you show up in the door. I wanted the baby to go out, him to fucking kill her and take her parachute.
Yeah. That
would have been tight. But they didn't do that. That's part of my rewrite. But yeah, it's just kind of fun. Cool cars, people talking shit. Tyrese is screaming his fucking head off. He's like, quote unquote, everyman, because he doesn't really have any skills to bring to bear except for driving.
No, by the way, when did Ludacris become a computer genius? Because he wasn't always a computer genius. First, he was
in the last one, and I think
he was just a mechanic. But then he became a computer genius.
Well, I think he was because in the he's in the second. The second one is him, Tyrese, and
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. There was no Vin Diesel in the second one. And he was like the super high-tech mechanic. So that just, for the movies, naturally carries over into being a computer genius.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and the movie was just fun.
Yeah.
But it could have, like, the thing with these movies is they're fun, but you really know people aren't going to die at this point.
Yeah, you know that.
You know, like they said, I'm tired of going to funerals. They said that in the last one, and that was almost kind of like a red flag to say, okay, they're not going to kill anybody else off because these movies are doing too well. And actually, I want to check because I want to see if all the showings that they've put up are worth it.
Okay, he's going to check to see if all of the showings that they put up are worth it. What is it? What are you talking about?
What?
What are you talking about? You're going to check to see
how much money it's made.
You're going to check to see if all the money it has made. All right, so I think that Jason Statham and The Rock needed to have. Remember the fights that the chicken and Peter Griffin have in Family Guy. I wanted
to go on for way too long and are way too elaborate. They had a fight like that in the last one. Did you see the last one?
I think I saw the last one. I don't.
It starts out with him and Jason Statham fighting.
No, I did not see the last one.
Okay.
Last one's the one with.
I'm way off. It looks like it's going to be $100 million plus. Holy shit! It's at $240 million worldwide so far.
Wow. Just the weekend.
And it opened yesterday.
Dear God.
Today's Saturday night. Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing with my life?
That's fucking nuts. Wait. It's 10 million shy of already making its budget back. Not turning a profit yet, but I'm sure it will. It's what's it? It's at 45 domestic, which is U.S., and 194 international. So yeah, it's just a fun. It's like a fun popcorn movie that shows off the latest cars and shit.
Yeah, there's not really too much
cool,
you can really say about it. It's just a lot of explosions and car stuff, and it's. Oh, and there's the submarine. We forgot about the submarine.
Oh yeah, so let's go through the whole. You want to go through the whole movie, or do you want me to do it?
Let's go through the whole movie. You start. I'll chime in.
Okay. So we already covered. The movie starts out with his cousin getting his car towed by a guy, and Vin Diesel steps in and says, "I'll race your car, the fastest one on the whole island of Cuba, in my cousin's car, and earn the car the proper way." So they have a street race.
Now, what does this guy do? Because he starts out the biggest asshole on the planet.
It looks like he's a tow truck driver.
Yeah, he's a tow truck driver.
And they have a race. The car catches on fire. We already went over this. Car catches on fire. Then
he ends up winning the race. We forget the best part though, because as per the thing, they were racing for cars. Mm-hmm. He's about to give Vin Diesel the car. He said, "Congratulations, you have won my car and also my respect." And that's the thing, because Vin Diesel says, "Keep your car. I'll take your respect." Because that's who Vin Diesel is.
Yeah, that's
or whatever his character's
Don
name
Toretto
is. Don Toretto. That's who Don Toretto is. He's all about the respect. He's old school like that.
Then, like the next day, on the way to get his normal morning coffee, he meets up with Charlize Theron. And she's pretending to be
just a tourist who has
a car problem, he notices the problem's fake, and she tells him, "You're going to work for me."
Yeah, and shows him a video. We don't know what it is, but clearly from the look on his face, she has it.
It's something he can't. It's an offer he can't refuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we cut to an EMP being stolen by, I think, the Germans. Or Germans, because it's in Germany, and the Rock had a soccer game with his daughter, and I don't know that he's had a daughter in the movies up until now. It starts out with this great, and even you knew he's not talking to the crew. He's not talking to anybody of any importance. Giving this
just
big old gnarly speech, and I think they worked in a Samoan traditional dance, because that's what the girls' soccer team does before the game starts.
Maori, the Maori warrior dance.
Yeah,
all the 7-year-old soccer playing girls all do a Maori warrior dance to intimidate the other kids.
Yeah, so
and God damn it, it was funny. That was a funny, charming scene, I gotta say.
Yeah, then while The Rock is coaching the soccer game, there's like funny lines. There's more moms than there are kids. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. We get it. The Rock's hot. You don't have to keep saying it. Bunch
of ladies coming out to check out The Rock for no reason, just because he's hot.
And then the government guy shows up and he's like, Daddy's got to go to work. So he assembles his crew, which is the Toretto crew, basically. And they go steal the EMP. And
Dominic Toretto betrays him.
Yeah.
And he knocks him off the road and takes the EMP.
Yep.
And The Rock is like, it's not too late, Toretto. It's not too late, Toretto. You can still turn back. But Toretto just keeps walking. And then The Rock is like, it's too late now, Toretto. Yeah. Just talking to himself,
so then we go through the prison scene with Statham and The Rock, and they break out, and Kurt Russell shows up.
Oh, but we forget there's the introduction of Clint Eastwood's son and Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Kurt Russell someone's son? Famous?
No, Kurt Russell's.
No, I'm thinking of Michael Douglas. Different ones.
Yeah.
And Kurt Russell and Scott Eastwood. Mm-hmm. They are the official government guys.
Yeah,
they're just
Mr. Nobody. And his apprentice.
Mr. Nobody and his apprentice. They're your typical government. They're to make sure a job gets done, guys. They are just the government guys.
There's a lot of shit talking, and they
don't even ever say what branch they're from. They never say security or FBI or national security. It's just they're just the government guys.
They're unknown, undisclosed.
Undisclosed.
Then we get the whole gang back at his base, and they try to use God's Eye to find Dominic because he's gone rogue, and they do some fancy hacker stuff, which is kind of fucking laughable. We can backtrace this and we can do that, and you get the two hacker people. You get the hot chick Ramsey from the last one and Ludacris, and they're hacking.
Just like let's just say that phrase again. Our two hackers for this movie are a really hot chick.
A really hot British chick.
Ludacris. Those are our two hackers for the movie. A really hot chick and Ludacris, the rapper.
Well, it's fine. That's their characters. That's why.
No. I just let's just say that to embrace the insanity that this movie is. I'm not saying like anything.
A really hot chick could be a hacker, and Ludacris could be the hacker too. That's the universe they've created.
Not Ludacris. I still cannot buy that. If Tyrese was the hacker, absolutely, Tyrese can be a hacker. Not Ludacris, because he can't string a fucking sentence together.
He's a multi-platinum international rap star who writes all of his own music. So
still can't string a sentence together.
He could be a hacker. Anyways. So then they're like, oh, we found out where he's at. And Kurt Russell's like, wait a second, that's right here. Then we get that scene from the trailer. Cypher and Dom break in and steal God's Eye.
Yeah.
The computer program that can find anyone anywhere. And the reason they're stealing it is because next we go to New York, because we go to New York to the backup base, we get the introduction of the tank, and that's where Statham and The Rock settle their differences. Because she wants to steal the nuclear codes from the Russian ambassador. Wow. That's where we get our cool automatic, they hack all the modern cars, self-driving cars, and they corner the ambassador. And Dom looking pretty straight. Dude, Dom looking straight up fucking comic book supervillain.
Oh, total comic book supervillain.
Comic book supervillain, body armor, this sweet ass fucking chainsaw that doesn't have any scratches on it after he uses it.
No, why would it?
And that's why I say there's some really good moments in this scene. He cuts into the car, not the passenger compartment, but he cuts into the gas tank and lights a flare and taps on the window with it.
Yeah.
Just give me the code. So taps on the window with it, and show from the outside. The window rolls down. They give him the codes. He runs off. His wife intercepts him, and he's ready to just let her go. But then we got our Irish is red hair.
Yeah.
Our Irish guy shows up.
The Irish stereotype. He is our, what do you call him? He's the Smee, the second villain.
The secondary villain.
The main henchman.
The one that's going to die.
AKA the guy that's going to die.
Yeah.
We all know he's fucking dead.
So Letty has the case. He's got it from Dom. He's going to let her go. Everything's on camera. And this is where we get the reveal This is where we get the reveal of why Dom's doing this.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we got that earlier. Fuck that, but it's fine. This is where the reveal should have been in good storytelling. We get the reveal that Dom's wife, after he thought Letty was dead, has had a child that he didn't know about until now, and Cypher has them hostage. But because Dom was willing to let Letty go with the cases, they kill his wife, and he loses his shit. He gets all pissed off. He actually. Xander Cage and Dominic Toretto are the same fucking character.
Yeah.
They're literally the same character. He's almost more Xander Cage now. So they have the nuclear codes. And how do they track them? How do they figure out they were going to Siberia?
Oh, I cannot remember at all. I don't know what it is about these movies, but the second I leave them, you leave them, you just forget everything.
Yeah, because they're just like fun. They're
just like dumb popcorn.
So they basically figure out that they're trying to get they have the launch codes. Oh no, it's because a splinter, like an independent army, took over a Russian naval base that has access to a nuclear submarine. Right. So they figure out that's where they're at. So they use the EMP, and I'm sorry. This hurt, but it was cool visually. They detonate the EMP in a car that's driving, and the EMP spreads out like a blast burst, like it disrupts the snow as it turns off the electronics, and EMPs don't work that way.
Oh god, wait, did you expect the EMP to work as an EMP would in this movie? No, it's going to work for plot convenience, and that's it.
No, it worked as it does, but the visual effect doesn't actually exist for the EMP, but
of course not.
That's what made it kind of fun. It's like we have to show people what it's doing, and it looked cool. Granted, it looked really fucking cool with the blast waves spreading out and shutting everything down.
Even though EMPs don't have fucking blast waves.
No, they don't. The visible ones to us, but yeah. There are animals that can see ultraviolet light and electromagnetic frequencies, so they might see it, but that's a different conversation entirely. So
stay on target.
So she's hacking the Russian sub. She's rebooting the Russian sub and hacking in through the back doors that you can when you reboot computers. She's doing her thing. Then we get, I can get on the sub and I can pull a chip so she can't launch the code. I can get in the watchtower, the watchtower house, so I can stop her from hacking it. So let's do both. So we have this. We have yet another action scene where we got cars going off, people shooting, and they're killing people now. We've upped the ante because somehow in all these movies they've become master marksmen and gun experts. Mm-hmm. And we've jumped back into 80s movies where the bad guys are behind cover shooting at the good guys who aren't behind cover, and they all miss, but they don't.
No, they're stormtroopers, basically.
Basically.
All the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good guys don't need cover.
So we have an Indiana Jones scene ripoff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where Letty's fighting some guy, and there's a propeller from the Russian thing spinning, and it's so PG-13. It's so PG-13 because she kicks him off the thing, and there's like a little tiny spray. You know what happened? Indiana Jones did it way better.
Yeah.
The whole fucking plane was covered with blood. Even though now that I think about it, his body disappeared in the next shot.
PG-13s have gotten seriously watered down lately.
Yeah. So we get our crew. We get half of our crew on the sub, and she activates some. She's getting ready to launch the sub and launch the nuke, so they can't get in there, and they're pulling out this, pulling out that. And we get an actually funny scene from Tyrese where he says, "I think I got it," and he starts trying to read the Russian. As somebody who doesn't speak Russian would actually try to read the Russian with all those fucked up symbols.
Yeah.
He's just like fucking gobbledygook left and right. Don't pull that, don't pull that. And then they tell him it's going to be counting down. And they make it a point to say, that's not going to be in Russian. Like, Russia has different numbers for counting than the rest of the world. But they have to say that so us as the audience go, oh, okay, we can start looking around for a countdown timer too. Like, we didn't know that Russia's clocks are the same as everybody else's clocks. But yeah, that was pretty funny. So they pull it. Then she manages to launch the sub. And it switches from that to, we have to get to the gate. And meanwhile, Dom's up on a hill with our red-haired bad guy. And he's going to start killing off the crew. And Dom has to go along with this. Meantime, we get a flashback. We get a flashback explanation scene. We get the G.I. Joe scene with Jason Statham and his brother boarding the plane. Told G.I. Joe with that shit. That was. I think I even said out loud. We're watching G.I. Joe now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because they have rocket-powered single-use one-man gliders, each of them, and they fly onto the plane. And Dom's just sitting there in his car waiting for the signal from Jason Statham, who has a pretty good action sequence inside the plane because he's playing with a baby.
That was really cool.
That was cool because he's talking.
I can't believe you shot at a baby, mate.
Yeah, he's talking to the baby. Puts on the headphones. Are you good?
Because that's all it would take.
Yeah.
To silence the sound of a shotgun going off
a
foot from a baby's head.
Yeah.
All he would have to do to save his hearing was just put some headphones on him and just have a soft little lullaby play.
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
And then I'll tone out all the gunfire.
Yeah. So Jason Statham is basically killing everybody as he goes along through this plane while carrying a baby and throwing a baby around, and every now and then making it a point to check on the baby. So you see that. So in the middle of all this bloodshed and murder and death, we see a cute baby smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
And it's always smiling and laughing.
Oh, always, yeah.
And he's doing cutesy faces to it back and forth. And then we have the scene with Cypher where he corners her and says, I'm going to fucking kill you. It's like, there's only one of us wearing a parachute. And she opens the door and he has to save the baby instead of going after her. So she gets away. Dominic gets a signal that everything's cool. He gets in a minor fight. Like, that guy should have had a better death.
Yeah.
He gets in a minor fight with the redheaded guy. Flips him onto the hood of the car, breaks his neck. Now we're on with the submarine trying to get to the gate before they can close it down, and the guys from the base chasing after them. And we get complete, beautiful popcorn ridiculousness. They're blowing up cars. The submarine launches a torpedo. We got that scene from the trailer where the Rock grabs the torpedo, tells Tyrese to turn the fucking thing so it launches at something else. And our big climax for the whole sub thing is, which kind of made my head hurt too, is she launches a heat-seeking missile at Dom after they've realized she's realized he's turned sides, and everybody's totally cool with this. They were hunting him down to fucking kill him before, but they're like, oh, he's back, he's cool.
Yeah.
She launches a heat seeker at his car, which happens to have the Batman turbo.
Yeah, how did
thing
they
on
figure
it.
that all out, by the way? Because they just seem to all automatically just know, oh, he's good now.
No, he launched into the thing and he like hit some of the guys that were chasing him. So they were like, oh, he's cool now. And he looked at Letty, and I knew when she was in the beginning of the movie when they're in Berlin, when she said, "Are you okay?" and he said, "I'll see you when this is all over," that he was talking about a bigger thing than that, and she was supposed to know that, and she did know that because she never gave up on him. They never gave up on him either. They were like, we got to stop him, but we're not going to kill him. The Rock was the only one that was like, I'm going to kill him. You know? But we have our ridiculousness where she launches a heat-seeking missile at him, and since his car is the super souped-up car, it's got a turbo thing on it, and he fires it up so it follows him. He loops back around so the heat-seeking missile hits the submarine and blows it up, but he jumps out of the car, once again completely unscathed. And we get our big family emotional moment where there's a huge fireball coming towards Dom, and all the other cars from the rest of the crew surround him, so they block the fireball. And the whole time I'm thinking, that's not how fire works.
No, not at all.
That's not how fire works. It would go under the cars, it would go this way, it would go that way. But okay, we're in the Fast and the Furious universe where everything's plot convenience. And then it ends with a picnic on a rooftop at somebody's house in New York. And this is what I was talking about. We get reintroduced to The Rock's daughter, Next Generation, and Dominic's son, who's named... You don't remember? He's named Brian. He's named Brian to continue the legacy of giving homage to that actor, which I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
But now we're set up, and like I said after the movie, I'm just waiting for Fast and the Furious 11 F8 full screen.
Wait, Brian was the character's name from was Paul Walker's character's name?
Yeah. That's why his name is Kid Brian. Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, they made it a point to say he doesn't have a middle name. I wanted his father to give him his name. And of course,
right,
it was going to be Brian. Yeah. And that's the movie. It's just fun popcorn. I'm not going to say bullshit because it wasn't horrible, but it'll hurt your head if you're even mildly scientifically minded. But it won't hurt it so much that it will make it bad.
Yeah,
because it wasn't horrible. It was just ridiculous fun. It was another popcorn movie.
Total popcorn movie.
You didn't see Kong, did you?
I haven't seen Kong yet.
Oh, you need to see that. Kong is a better popcorn movie. This is another total popcorn movie. This is a bigger popcorn movie. But yeah, it was just fun.
Yeah, I'm surprised. You seem to dislike a lot more than I did. But it sounds like you liked it just the same as me.
No, I'm more vocal about the problems I had with it, but I still enjoyed it while I was watching it.
Yeah, me too. There were points where it got kind of boring for me, honestly.
Yeah, when they were trying to make it dramatic, that's when it got boring because you're like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Show me some cars. Show me some cool driving. Let's go. Flip the camera around again. Yeah.
But overall, it's a good popcorn movie.
Yeah. It's not even worth doing rewrites because like I said, my one rewrite would be we don't get the reveal. We don't get those two reveals. There's a scene in New York. We'll skip back. There's a scene in New York where Dom has to fix his car, and he's off the camera so Cypher can't see him. Then he goes and meets with Jason Statham's mom.
Yeah.
Which you knew exactly what all that was.
Oh,
what
absolutely.
Was happening.
And I wanted the fight between Statham and The Rock.
Yes,
we needed to have that fight. It was built up so much. Yeah, they fought in the last one. Okay, whatever. But I really wanted something to just a really great fight between the two of them. Something that took advantage of the fact that The Rock's bigger, but Statham's faster, and just it was just built up so much. To not have it happen would have been was fucking stupid. And
but
so
they
needed.
They did.
No, it needed to happen. It was built up. I don't care that it happened in the last one. I didn't see the last one. It was built up, and it should have happened. There should have been an awesome fight.
They had it in the last one. It does matter that you didn't see the last one because you got that fight in the last one. And
these aren't the kind of movies where you need to see them sequentially for them to make sense. Those are not these kinds of movies.
But like I'm saying, for my rewrites, I would have had the reveal of all the other stuff because we already figured it out. You figured it out. But I wouldn't have had him go and talk to Jason Statham's mom.
What?
I would have just had that reveal be, who the fuck are these two guys in these G.I. Joe things raiding this plane? They must be Dom's friends. Oh shit, it's Jason Statham. And I would have almost had him not break out of the prison. Like I wouldn't have had him as part of the team. I would have had I would have kept that shot where they told you everything that happened and told you that way instead of showing it in the movie sequentially. So there'd be a little
that would have
mystery,
been better, that's true.
And that would have been the first time. And I would use dialogue like we're here to rescue a kid. And let that dialogue be the clue to the audience that kid must be Toretto's kid. That's why these people are doing this for him. And then you do that backwards reveal of everything that happened, and even show them killing the wife after Michelle Rodriguez's character was presumed dead.
Right.
The way you do an actual mystery movie, you have this big dump of exposition of everything that was actually going on this whole time, not the way they did it. You know everything that's happening this whole time. Now we're going to tell you everything again. Say it all again to, make it an actual mystery. You know?
Yeah.
Like Scooby-Doo does a better job of holding up a good mystery.
Yeah.
They drop the little clues here and there, but yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
You good?
We're good.
That's the end of Some Guy and John with special guest Adam.
Bye, everybody.
And we're coming back for part 2, I guess you could say, because Adam has a rewrite and he's running low on battery life, so go for it.
So basically, we are going... There have been a lot of rumors that they are going to combine this with other franchises, so that's my whole idea. Exact same movie, but combined with other franchises. Charlize Theron isn't just Edel, she's also a Decepticon. That's right, she's working for the Decepticons, and they're the AKA the evil Transformers. So we've got The Rock, we've got the whole Fast and Furious gang, and we've got the Transformers all together in one movie. But that's not it. They're also getting put. That's not it, because also remember Jason Statham and Mui. What's her name? His mom's Jason Statham's mom in this movie.
Oh my God,
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
They're not just a secret. They're not just a secret British people. That they also get help from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Instead of Jason Statham's character, he's getting replaced with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about what we talked about in the car. So yeah, are you done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So let's go with this, right, along with the lines of what Adam said. They've been talking about combining this franchise with the Transformers, and this would have been the perfect movie to do it, with Cypher uploading her mind into the body of Megatron, uploading Jason Statham's mind into the body of Optimus Prime, and The Rock into the body of Ultra Magnus. So now we have gallivanting around the world trying to take it over and destroy it in super hot cars, but they're also Transformers, and they're also half Transformers characters and half Fast and the Furious characters, and just fucking go from there, because both franchises are fucking completely ridiculous, and they're both literally licenses to print money.
Pretty much. And maybe we can get some X-Men in there too.
Yeah, we could get some X-Men there because of computer super hacking powers and supernatural shit.
But not Marvel characters, because they'll never agree to this, because they're already huge on their own.
Yeah, and let's call that done.
Call that done.
Thanks for watching. We might have a cat video at the end of this for you, so you don't have to go anywhere else.
Hooray!